Hello there everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today in this video we are going to be building a beautiful COVID-19 tracker with real live data, and also we are going to learn how to make API calls to grab live data from the internet. And by the end of this module we have a knowledge about API calls and also have a beautiful dynamic app. Now to get started with the app, go to your Android Studio and create a new Flutter project and call it as COVID_tracker. Now until the app builds, let me show you what we are going to be building today. So here is our splash screen. Now here you can see that we have a splash screen at the beginning which will wait until our app loads in the background. After that we have a main screen with the container at the top, and in the center we have these two containers which contains the real value from the internet, and at the bottom we have some preventions that are mandatory for all of us. Alright, so we have our project ready. So the first thing I'm going to do is to remove everything except this main method and create a new stateless widget and give it a name my app, and return a material app with home as loading screen. Now I will copy the assets files to our project, which is mandatory to create images and fonts in our app. Now I will make some changes in our pubspec.yaml file that are, we will remove these comments and change the path of our files with the original path that are assets underscore images and assets underscore prevention. Now same for the fonts. First we need to uncomment these lines and change the font family to Pacifico, and the asset location is assets underscore fonts underscore Pacifico dash regular.ttf file. Now I will click on this button which is get dependencies. This will sync all the files that we have mentioned in this pubspec.yaml file. Now I will create a new file in this lib directory which is home screen.dart. Now in this home screen I will import material.dart file and create a new stateful widget which is loading screen. Now we need to create a splash screen in this home screen.dart file. Now to create a splash screen I use this Flutter package which is splash screen 1.2.0. Now to add this in our project we need to mention this line in our pubspec.yaml dependencies. So I will go to pubspec.yaml and give the dependency as splash screen with version number. Now I will hit get dependency so it can sync all the required files from splash screen. Now I will change this container to a splash screen and give seconds to 2 seconds and a title as a text which is Corona tracker, and give it a style as text style in which the font size will be 40 and font weight is bold, and a font family will be Pacifico, and color will be colors.white. Now one more thing we need to do is to create a background image for our splash screen. Now to do that we use image background and we use an asset image and set our asset image as assets underscore images underscore bg.jpg. After this we require a coronavirus image, so I will again use asset image and this will be assets underscore images underscore corona.png. Now I will scale this to 1.5 and give it a style under the text loader to text style and give it a photo size of 50 and a loader color to colors.red. Now we have our splash screen ready. Now we need to set this loading screen in our main.dart by importing home screen. Now when I hit save, you can see that now we have a splash screen ready and running. So the next thing we are gonna do is to create another file in this lib directory which is after splash, which is our main screen, and we will import material.dart file which is required to create all the elements in our file and create a new stateful widget which is called after splash, and return a scaffold with a background color as colors.white. Now what we are gonna do is we have to navigate our splash screen to after splash and we also need to import this after splash.dart file. Okay, so when I hit save, you can see that After 2 seconds, the app returns to main.dart with a white background. Now we need to create a main screen. We need to create a new stack in scaffold and give it a children. Now the first thing I'm gonna do is to create a variable size which returns mediaQuery.ofContext.size, which will return the total height of our device to this variable. And now I will use this variable to create a container of height size dot height of 0.35% and a width of double dot infinity, the maximum width it can obtain. Now after that we need to use decoration as box decoration because I need to give a background image. So image, and I will use decoration image, in which I will set image as asset image and set it as assets underscore images underscore page dash background.jpg and fit it as box fit.cover. Now when I hit save and reload our app, here you can see that we have a top bar ready. Now we have to add these text fields. So now what I'm gonna do is to create a text field with a text COVID-19 tracker and style is as text style with a color of colors.white and another text field which is a country name, suppose India, and style it as and give it some size which is 30 and font weight will be bold and a color of colors.white. You can see that we have a COVID-19 tracker and India written in the top of our app, which is an issue. Now we need to set these text inside our frame. So to do that, now we need to create a column and put both the text field inside that column and give it a padding of only left of 20. And also we need to add another widget which is called safe area, so that all our elements are in the frame of our device. Now we need to add some padding to our top text field, which is of only top of 10. Now I will move this text widget inside a row so that I can create one icon also, which is icons.keyboard arrow down and give it a color as colors.white. Now we need a cross-axis alignment. Now when I hit refresh, you can see that we have an icon here. Now I will add another text widget outside our row panel and give it a text as last updated on 1 hour ago and give it a style as text style with color as colors.gray and give it a font weight as bold. Now I will give some padding to this text field, which is only for top 10. Now when I hit save, we need to set a size box first with height of 20 and create another container which contains a child as a row with its children as column with a text field which says confirmed and give it a style as text style and provide a color of colors.black 54 with a font weight of bold and then another text widget which is a number with, let's suppose, 50,000. Give it a style as text style and a font size of 40 and a color of colors.red. Now icon, which is icons.keyboard arrow upward and set its size to 15 and give a color to colors.red. Now I need to set this icon in a row and give another widget which is a text field and give a text a number, suppose 120, and style it with a text style and give it a color of colors.red and a font weight to be bold. Alright, now we need to set a background color to a container, to a grid layout. Now to do that, we need to set a decoration, a box decoration, and color to colors dot white. Now when I hit save, you can see that we have a grid layout, but now let's make it more beautiful by giving a border radius and a border radius dot all and radius dot circular to 15. Now when I hit save, we have a border. Now I have to give different padding to all our text field, so I will give this one as 10 for all and this one as 6 and this row has a padding of 8, and I will also create a sized box of height 20. Now when I hit save, we have a app ready. Now let's give some shadow to it. So under box decoration, we need to set box shadow and give it a box shadow of colors dot gray, a blur radius of 5.0 and a spread radius of 0.1, and offset will be offset of 2 and for DYB 2. Now when I hit save, you can see that we have a grid layout ready and working properly. Now we need to create more components in a grid layout. Now to do that, we need to refactor this column to a new class, to a new widget, grid, and create new grid. Now when I hit save, you can see that now we have 3 containers, but we have some issue here. Now to resolve this issue, we need to set this column to a widget called expanded, so that all the components are in its right position and nothing is going outside our frame. The font size of this number is very large, so let me change it to 24. Now when I hit save, it looks more beautiful. Now I have to give a height of 40. Now we need different values in the different row. So what we have to set is we need to pass the value to the containers, and then containers will set the value to the columns. Now we will create a final string which is a title, and a final string which is a number, and a final int which is a color, and final icon data because we need different icon, and final string as today. Let's create a constructor called grid. This dot title, comma this dot number, comma this dot color, comma this dot icon, and comma this dot today. So now I will set the title to this confirmed because we need a title here, and a number to this dummy number, and a color to the color of our number, as well as the color of our arrow button and the color for our active cases, and will pass icon to here as icon data, and our active cases here. Okay, now we need to set this to a color widget, and I will copy it and change it here. Now we have solved all the issues in our code. Now I will pass this data from here. Now we need to set a title as confirmed with a number and a color and a icon which is icons dot arrow upward, and a today, let's say 25. Now I will copy this and pass it to other values. Now I will change the title to recovered and change to 1500, and change a color to FF and arrow upward, and let's say today 25, and deceased with a number of 200 and an icon downward with today, let's say 10. Now when I hit save and check our device, you can see that we have a confirm with different color and different number with different active cases and an arrow downward in the case of deceased. Now we need to create another text which has the same property as a country name text. So I will copy this and paste it here and change the color to black and also change the text to global outbreak and give a padding to only for top 10. Now we need another grid layout to print the global outbreak and give a font size of 22. Now when I hit save, you can see the result. Now I need another grid layout, so I copy this container and paste it down here and save it. Now when I hit save, you can see that our global outbreak have different values. Now I will give a size box here of height 10 and also we need to give a padding. Now I have to also give a padding of only right of 10. Now when I hit save, the global outbreak is in the correct position. Now same for the country layout, give this container a padding of only right as 10. Now when I hit save, now we have the same text and I have to print it here and change the text to preventions and give a padding of only top as 20. Okay, when I hit save, you can see the result. Now I have to print 6 images with a different text. Now what I do, I will create 2 variables just right under here, which is final double item height, which is 130, and another final double variable which is item width, which is size dot width divided by 2. Now we will use this height and width when we create a grid view count. Now let's create a grid view count here and give a cross axis count to 3 and a child aspect ratio to item width divided by item height. Now a children in which we need a container that has a column as a child, with column contains some children that are image.assets, and I will pass an image which is assets / prevention cuff.png. Now when I hit save and run our app, it gives me an error. Now what I have to do is to set this grid view count inside an expanded widget so that it can take the maximum height. Now here you can see that we have our preventions. Now I also need a text here which is cover your cuff and give it a style of text style and a font size of 12 to refactor this container to a different widget which is prevention. Now I will copy this container and paste it 6 times because I need. Now when I hit save, you can see that we have our preventions ready. Now let me change this height to 150 and see the output is now correct. Now I have to pass different images and different text to our prevention, so I will set a final string which is a title and a final string called image. Now I will pass this to the constructor which is this dot title and comma this dot image. Now I will use this variable here and for image here. Now I will pass the value to the constructor by giving an image of assets / prevention / cuff.png with a title as cover your cuff. Now I will copy this text, paste it to another prevention and change. Now when I hit save and check our app, you can see that we have different image and different text in our preventions. Now we have our UI ready. Now what we have to do is to connect with the API and grab the real data from the internet and paste it here. So let's start. Alright, so the first thing I'm gonna do is to get this package into our pubspec.yaml file here and click on this get dependency button. Now until it syncs our file, we need to create a new file in this directory called lib and name it as networking. Now here I will import http.dart file and import convert. Now I will create a new class called network helper and create a final string as URL and a constructor which passes this value. Okay. Now I will create a future type function called getData and make it asynchronous. Now I will create a response here and a response variable which is equals to await and wait for to get the URL from the server. Okay. Now if the response dot status code is equal to 200, that is our response variable capture the URL. Then now if this response dot status code is 200, then we will create a new variable called string data and pass response dot body, so that everything will be passed to this string and return JSON decode and data, and we will recording the decoded form of our data. And else if it doesn't work, then it will print response dot status code. Alright, so the next thing we're gonna do is to remove this navigate after second, because we want to navigate after when we capture all our required files from the server. Now in this file we will create a new method called void get country data asynchronous, and will create a new object of a network helper. So say network helper, which is equals to network helper constructor, and will pass here our URL. Now the URL I'm going to use is this URL. It gives us this is our API URL which gives the format which gives all the data in JSON format of country India right now, but we will change the value of this country later in this tutorial. Now right now I will copy this link and paste it here. Now we need a variable called country data which is equals to await, and we will pass network helper dot get data so that we can get the decoded form of our data. Now I will navigate the page to the new page through material page route and say builder as context, and which will be returned to after splash. Okay. Now what we need to do, we need to create a new method called init state. The init state method is used when we need to run something before our actual build method run. So we need to pass get country data here. Now in after splash, what we are going to do is to create a final as country and create a constructor of our after splash and pass this value here. Okay. Now we will create a new method called void update UI, and we will pass a dynamic country data. Now we will create the variables which we need to capture from this data, that are country, cases, today's cases, death, and so on. So the first variable will be country data, which is equals to country data and the key name, which is country. Okay. Next is cases, which is country data and cases. Next is recovered, which is country data recovered, and I need more of these, death, and I will say death. Okay. Now today cases, and here today cases and today deaths, and here today date. Now we need to specify these variables outside our method. So I will create a string method called country data, an integer of cases, an integer of recovered, an integer of deaths, an integer of today cases, now an integer of today death. Okay, so our code is running perfectly. Now we have some typos here, don't mind them. Now we need to create one more method which is init state, and we will pass update UI with widget.country. Okay, now also we have to specify that we need to return after slash with a country as country data. Also now we need to specify our country data, cases, recovered, death on their proper position. So country data needs to be fit here, where we type India as a default. Okay, now here cases number, confirmed cases number, and today cases, here recovered, here is nothing, here death, here is today death. Now when we run our app, you can see that we have got a country India with the current confirmed cases, recovered cases and death. Now we need to capture a global outbreak. So to capture a global outbreak, I need to specify another object of network helper which is called network helper global, and I will create a new variable called network helper global and a global data. Okay, now I need to specify in after splash that we want one more variable which is called final global, and we need to specify this here, this dot global. Now after that we need to make sure that we will pass global as a dynamic and global data. Okay, now in after splash we need to create another update UI method, let's say update UI global with same country data. Okay, let's change these numbers. We don't need any country data, we need only global cases, global recovered, global death, global today cases and global today's death. Okay, we need to specify these variables here. So I will copy these variables and type global here and copy paste here. Okay, now one more thing, we need to pass update UI global and we need to set widget.global. Okay, now one more thing we need to set is we need to set this URL to capture the global data. Now to capture the global data I will use, okay, now I will copy this link and paste it here. Now when I return to after splash, I need to set these variables to our dummy variables which are here. So confirmed cases are global cases and global today cases, global death and global today's death. Now when I hit restart, you can see that all the cases in the world and all the recovered cases and also the deaths in the world with today cases and deceased cases. Okay, now one more thing we need to set up is to click this icon and we need to change the country so that we can check the result of different countries. So let's get started now. So what we're going to do is to create a new file in this lib directory which is called country screen, so that we can enter a country name and get a country data. So I will import material.dart file and create a new stateful widget which is called country screen. Okay, and I will return a scaffold with body as a container, decoration as box decoration, and in box direction I need to set an image which is a decoration image, and in this image and I will set an asset image which is called assets underscore images underscore bg.jpg and fit it as boxfit.cover. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is to create a constraint in this container which is called a box constraint with expend and create a child which is a safe area which contains a column with different childrens that are first a align which has a alignment dot top left and a child as a flat button which on pressed move to navigator dot pop context. We will create a child which is an icon and icons dot back arrow back and give it a size of 50 and a color will be colors dot white. Now the next thing I'm gonna do is to create a container with a padding of all value 20 and give it a child as text field in which we have to enter a country and style as text style, and we will set it as colors dot black. Okay, now we need to set a decoration which is decoration. Now I will create a new constant for that which is text field which is equals to input decoration and has a field which is true, and after that a fill color of colors dot white and an icon as icon of icons dot location of city. Okay, and set its color as colors dot white. Okay, now I will set a hint text which is called enter country name. Now after that I will set a hint style which is text style and I will set a color as colors dot gray. Okay, now I will create a border outline input border which has a border radius dot all of radius circular which is set to 10. Okay, and we need to set a border side which is border side dot none. Okay, so our text field constant we need to put it here, and after that I will put on changed which is equals to value which will pass the value to this variable called city name. Now I need to create a string called a city name here. Okay, we will create a raised button which has on pressed which is navigator dot pop, and we have a context comma city name. Okay, now after that I will set a padding as edge insert dot all and set the value to 0, and a child as container which in which we will set a decoration and a decoration of box decoration. We will set a gradient which is a linear gradient, and in linear gradient we set different colors which are color of 0xff 0d47a1. I will copy this line and paste it here. Now we need a different color 1976d2 and a different color here which is 42a5f5. Okay, now we need to set this country screen when we click on this country button. Okay, so I will create a flat button which has on pressed which is equals to navigator dot push context and material root which is builder. Okay, builder of context is missing, sorry. which is equals to country screen. Okay, so now it's working. One more thing we need to do is to set a child as text, which is get country, and set the style as text style, and set the font size to be 20. Okay, now when hot restart, you can see that a get country name is looking pretty. Okay, so what we are going to do now, we will go to our home screen and copy this get country data method and paste it into our after splash file, say here, and remove the global data. Let's remove this line, and this line, and we need to pass a string called country name. Okay, say country, and now here we choose India. Now except India, we choose our string called country, and also we need to import our networking.dart file. Now what we're gonna do is to create another update UI method, which is called update UI country. But one thing we need to edit here is we need to create a function called set state and cut out these values and paste it in here, so that whenever our app changes the state, the value updates. Okay, we don't require this navigator.push, except we will set it to update.country UI with a country data. Now it's working perfectly. So the last thing we are going to do is we need to set this update UI country in our init method. So update UI country and set it to widget.country. So one more thing we need to change is when we create a flat button, requesting an output from our city screen, which is a city name. So what we are doing here, we will capture get country data and typed country. Now the typed country is this navigator.push. Now I will create a variable called typed country, and which is equals to our navigator.push. So now we need to make our onPressed asynchronous and create a method as a wait method. Okay, so everything is working perfectly now. So when we run our app and try to change the country name here, let's say China once again, and you can see that we get all the data from China. Let's change one more time, say USA, and we get the data from USA. So our app is perfectly running and working. So we have completed our today's tutorial video. Please like, share and subscribe our channel for more videos. Thank you very much.